Can you tell us the physical action that was taken to do this biopsy? What did they do to you?
I think there's a needle that is inserted to bring out, I don't know, maybe substance. You know,
so where was the needle inserted?
Right close
on
to your nipple.
On your right breast?
No, my left.
Or your left breast,
yes,
okay.
On the nipple. So they brought out, I think, I don't know if it's substance they took for biopsy, maybe from the lump, I don't know. The medical, you know. So they took it for biopsy. When the biopsy came out, it was not cancerous. Then as of January ending, I went back to the doctor and told him, okay, I was ready. He said, we have to now do a biopsy again because the one we did was over barely 9 to 10 months. It was when we did the biopsy, January ending, that was when they found out that it was cancerous.
Okay, did you send a report to the guy that posted that video where he decided to post a report for you?
Which guy? The Mario guy?
Yes.
He actually sent me a DM.
If you get doctor's report, Blessing, share this doctor's report. You can't tell me, say, it's confidential. That's the doctor's report. Cover my name, hospital, and location. I can't tell her, say, I will. But I will leave your name so they know it's true. She can't say, okay, send your WhatsApp number. I can't send her my WhatsApp number. She can't post the account number again. I
want to talk about the video of where there was actually a screenshot of the report that you sent to the guy. So where did that screenshot come from? If you claim that you didn't give it to him or you don't know where you got it from?
I have not published any report on my page yet.
No, but it was a screenshot from you. Your name showed that it came from you. It was a conversation that both of you were having. Okay. And the screenshot shows where you deleted your post, but he responded to the post you deleted, which showed the report.
I would have loved to see it.
I can't ask her, have you gotten the hospital report? She can't say, I have it. She can't call me. As she called me and no pick, she now sent it to me. With
that evidence on ground, how do you now say that you don't know him or you don't know how he got hold of the report? Because it was a screenshot of his conversation with you.
I haven't even posted the report. All my documents, I brought it physically to the show.
So where did he get that report from then?
I need to see the report.
When she sent it to me, watch my response. I said, wow. If you check the wow very well, hospital report which she sent, give me there. As at the time where I did chat at this she never deleted them. Blessing CEO sent me this. She never deleted them that time. See, Blessing CEO sent me this, and I sent it to a doctor friend of mine. The doctor friend of mine confirms the only problem there now, the name and the location where they there. So this result, they are actually accurate, but maybe your own, another person's own.
Now, what people really want to know is that those who disbelieve your claim, what do you have to say?
I don't think it is wise for me to publish my report on social media.
Yeah, but if you say that people don't have a right to your privacy or to your report, I think they are very entitled to, because they are donating to a cause. They must know that this cause does exist.
Yes, like from the initial stage, I cried out on social media not because I wanted money. I was genuinely concerned and worried.
But you also said it was stage 4.
Yeah, when that was what I was told. That was what I was told.
That's
in
what
my
the doctor
report.
told you?
Yes. So that was why when I said stage 4, you could see
How did they know that it was stage 4? How did your doctor know that it was stage 4?
It's from the report. You know, when they do the biopsy. I don't know. I'm not a medical...
Okay, let me ask a doctor in the house, which is why I brought her in.
First of all, I'm very interested to know what type of doctor you saw. No doctor on the surface of this earth that is qualified would allow a patient to move around with a lump in their breast for 6 months, because you don't know. Even if you do a fine needle aspiration cytology, there can be false negative. There's a very high chance of it being false. So you can never tell unless you remove the lump and you do a proper biopsy of the lump.
So what are the inconsistencies in her story?
So I find it very interesting that so I'm interested to know the type of doctor you saw. What type of doctor?
I think it's an oncologist.
Okay, so now fantastic. So I work in a teaching hospital. We don't send patients to an oncologist unless you have a biopsy, core biopsy result. Based on the fact that you even said, the person said it is not cancerous, no doctor will send you. That's why I'm interested to know the doctor. No doctor will send you to an oncologist with a malignant result?
Like I said, you go into the hospital. I noticed a lump on my boobs.
Was it Lagos or Enugu? Because I
It
know
was in Enugu.
Okay.
So I went into the hospital, complained
Was it
to
a teaching hospital?
No, it wasn't a teaching hospital. It was a private hospital.
Okay, and it has an oncologist. That private hospital has an oncologist.
Let me explain.
Okay.
So walking into the hospital, you go to a normal doctor. I don't even know what they're called, but you went to a doctor, he examined, he found the lumps.
Okay.
That was when he said, let's do a biopsy. I don't know what a biopsy is.
Without an imaging?
No.
That's very strange. Without an imaging?
No.
That's very strange. Without an imaging?
No.
That's very strange.
No imaging because
Is that possible?
It's not possible. It's not possible. Because biopsy is very invasive. Nobody will grab your breast and just do a biopsy without an imaging.
there was no imaging.
And just do a biopsy without an imaging.
There was no imaging.
Was it the left breast or the right breast?
The left breast.
Okay.
Okay, so they didn't do an imaging. They just said go for a biopsy. It was when I went for the biopsy. It took about
Was it painful?
What was the biopsy process like?
Yes, what was
Yes.
the process like?
Explain it to us.
I think they put in, I think they gave me the little, I don't know if it's anesthesia to like numb the pain a little bit. Then an incision close to the nipple.
And what came out?
That's not the procedure. We don't do an incision.
No.
That's not the procedure. We don't do an incision.
No.
That's not the procedure. We don't do an incision.
I don't know what, but something went into my,
Okay, so
my results are
Are you
here.
saying that's false? It's not possible to...
No,
is that
yeah,
doing it?
it's not. It's,
Okay, then
it's not
what's the
sounding
real-
like a fine
what's-
needle. It's not sounding like a core biopsy. It's not sounding like a fine needle. We use a needle. It's a needle.
This one is like a, how do I put it? Why would you call it a machine? I don't know the right terms.
Oh, listen, you're
You people are
mixing things
using.
up. We don't use machine for biopsy as well.
Why would you call it a machine? I don't know the right terms.
Oh, listen, you're
You people are
mixing things
using.
up. We don't use machine for biopsy as well. We don't use machine for biopsy as well.
That's
It's
what.
an invasive procedure. We use a needle.
Something
needle-
went into my boobs. They brought out some. I think
Where,
they said
what part of your boobs? Was it
Exactly,
your
what
nipple
type of
or
your-
was it...
The lump was found under my boobs. It moves sometimes. Sometimes it looks as if it beeps. So I think around that place. I think they said they bring out. I don't know if there's particle of the lumps or thereabout. That's
With a
what they say.
machine?
Yeah, they took for the biopsy. I'm
With
not.
a machine.
Sorry, is that...
Maybe
is
a
that
pin.
No, it's
medically feasible?
no, it's a long needle.
Maybe
and
that's
it
what
has
I'm
a trigger.
Okay, what's the
It's like
size
a
of the
mini
needle?
gun.
Wait, what's the size of the needle they used for you? If you're going to estimate it.
How do I?
Was it like 2
explain
inches long, 1 inch long? How was the needle?
I was lying down, so not like you're seeing exactly what is happening. And I'm not in the medical term, so I don't want to say the
listen, I'm
things
sorry
that.
to say this, right? If you have a life-threatening diagnosis, you should know it in and out because when I see patients with chronic medical conditions, they know their condition in and out. Like sometimes they even know new researches that I have not even heard of because they are trying to survive. I find it very strange that you are mixing radiologists, oncologists. I feel like it's something you should know. It is.
No, it's not something I should know.
I feel like it's something you should know. It is.
No, it's not something I should know because cancer is not something I am aware about. I've said it
No,
over
but
and
you've
over
been
again.
given this. It's been 2 weeks since you came out to talk about this, and you mentioned stage 4. That was the first video I ever saw from you.
Yes, that was
stage
the-
4. How did they come about that stage 4?
I'm not supposed to know, so maybe at this
It
point we
is
are going
your
to.
life.
I'm not supposed to know, so maybe at this
It
point we
is
are going
your
to.
life.
I'm not supposed to know, so maybe at this
It
point we are
is your
going to.
life.
That's what I'm trying to say. At this point, we are going to be asking the medical doctor. So when this whole shenanigans came out on social media, everybody just said, let's get a second and a third
No, but
option.
Okay,
What-
so
how
let me
did you
say
know it was
something.
stage 4?
Exactly. How did you know it
How
was
did
stage?
you
Because
get
he
to the
seems
stage 4
quite
analysis?
confident with that stage 4.
Because that was what I was told. I'm not a medical
How
doctor.
is it possible to say you have stage 4? So this is your stage 4 report. Is it the doctor that told you that it was stage 4?
Yes, the
By
doctor
the time
said
you went
stage
there the
4.
second time?
Yes.
But what,
So just
can I-
based on seeing you was when he calculated that it was stage 4?
I do not know. I do not know. I do not know them. I don't want to say
What
things
do you
I'm not-
understand? Because if someone tells me something, right, I would go and read up on it, right? So what did you understand by stage 4? Because I'm assuming that you don't want to die, right? So if someone tells you stage 4, it sounds advanced, right? Or
Yeah.
you don't know that.
Yeah, that's the reason why I broke out on social media.
Social media
Yeah,
to
but how did it
answer
get
the
to
question
stage
for
4?
you. What was social media? What was your goal on social media?
Now, as a medical practitioner, when they tell you have cancer, it's already traumatic alone.
Okay.
I didn't even have the guts to go and start reading. In fact, the major reason I came on social media was I wanted to see people who have experienced the same thing.
Yeah, but the big question is how did you conclude that it was stage 4?
Exactly.
Did the doctor just look at you and say, oh, this is stage 4?
She's willing to share the report.
That is
Yes.
what I
Why
was
not allow
told.
the doctor look at
Can
it?
she look at it?
That's what I was
And
told.
let me ask you,
Dr. Odigwe, the pathologist that signed this report, because of course we have a...
is it the same report as the one that we saw?
Yes, the
last time?
pathologist that signed this result lives in Asaba. And I'm a doctor, of course. I can trace any doctor in Nigeria. And I called him on Tuesday.
Sorry,
and he
before you
knows
talk,
nothing
is that
about
the same report
Yes,
that
it's
you
the
saw
same
last
result.
week?
It's the same result that is going
Okay,
around
that she said
social
she
media.
didn't post, but it's around.
And this particular pathologist said he knows nothing about this. And he is based in Asaba, not
The
Enugu.
pathologist of the report.
Yes,
there.
of this report is based in Asaba. I know that for an absolute fact.
So he told you
So that's the
after.
first one.
Yes, because yes.
He told you that he has nothing to do with it.
Yes, and he stays in Asaba. The address here is Enugu. He hasn't been to Enugu in recent times. He lives in Asaba.
Please, I want
on
to ask
Tuesday.
again.
Go ahead.
Is this report the same report that we saw last week?
Yes, it is. It's
So
the
this
same
same
one.
report that we saw last week, that Blessing you claim you didn't post on your Instagram page and on your social media page, is the same report that guy,
Yes,
the guy that
exactly.
we saw on the video, is the same report he printed. So
Absolutely.
this is your real report.
So that's the first
What
one.
happened to the brother of the girl who claims that this report was forged?
I don't know who the person is.
So it's not a fake report.
No, it's not a fake
But the brother of the girl says this report is his sister's report.
It's not.
It's
And
not.
this doctor stays in Asaba.
So are you saying, and number one, you're saying it's you don't know that man. Number two, you're also saying you didn't post this report
I didn't.
to the guy who just spoke on social media.
Absolutely.
But for some coincidence or some funny reason, the reports tally. The report the guy posted and the
Perfectly.
report here, they are totally the
Same.
word for word. The report the guy posted and the
Perfectly.
report here, they are totally the same. Word for word. You are
Even
now
this
saying
doesn't tell us that it's stage 4.
But you are
Even
now
this
saying
doesn't tell us that it's stage 4.
But you are
Even
now
this
saying
doesn't tell us that it's stage 4.
But you
by
are
the
now
way.
even saying the
Just
pathologist whose name is there said he doesn't
lives in
know her.
Asaba and he doesn't know anything about this.
There are conflicting, there's already inconsistency. Because on one hand, you are showing her the same report that was displayed last week. Blessing, I'm talking to you.
Yeah.
You are showing her the same report that was displayed last week. Meanwhile, you're saying you're not the one that sent it to that guy.
I have not seen the result that
Yeah,
you
but
displayed there.
but
So-
there was a
She said she have
screenshot.
another-
Yes, so like I
So
said,
you have another report to show us.
everybody says, okay, go for an open auction. So I went to Lutz Cancer Center, to do the same stuff. So they gave me a couple of.
What did they
know,
give you?
I did my whole stuff. So they asked me to
What
do
are the
What are the
couple
stuff?
of,
Because you need to be more.
You have to be very, very specific now, please.
I'm not a medical doctor.
You can't say that.
You have an ailment that is
Exactly,
serious.
it's life-threatening. You can't say that.
So
Yes.
so these are the tests I'm running. So maybe when the
Running,
test,
not that you have run.
no, they just asked me to. So
So
I
by
think
stage 4,
it
shouldn't
will
you have
come out.
already run those tests?
They didn't ask me to run this, so it is not my fault. They didn't ask me to run this, so it is not my fault.
I know, but I'm curious as to how you came to the stage 4 conclusion
That was what I was told.
without any tests being done.
I mean, this doesn't prove anything, unfortunately, because
What's that report that you
it
have
just says it states a series of tests that she should carry out.
there? If what?
It's just a series of tests, chest X-ray, that we do to confirm metastasis, right? But this is not solid enough because I can enter LASUF right now and write anybody's name and write this series of tests, right?
The result is not out yet.
This is not a result, exactly. So results will be
combination
more,
of tests.
exactly.
So let the result come out. I can now come back and show it to you people.